Her body's gold like September. She burns through the night like an ember. And all those things we try forgetting, I remember.
What's up, guys? In today's video, this is probably the most advanced video you will see on YouTube in regards to building, and I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna go extremely in depth. There's gonna be some things in here that you didn't even think about. If you're a good player and you think you know everything, trust me, watch this video. You will learn something, even the smallest thing. I have a very detailed video for you guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the creative mode. Alright guys, we're gonna break this video down into 3 parts: gaining initial high ground, regaining high ground, and securing the kill are gonna be the 3 parts we're gonna break this video down into. And like I said, you're gonna learn something no matter what your skill level is. So first off, this doesn't only applies to 1v1s, however I'm showing it in creative mode because it's just easier. So let's discuss the first strategy to gaining initial high ground. Now this one's extremely basic. It's very basic. It's just ramp floor walling over your opponent like this. That's going to be the first strategy. Now that's a very good strategy because when you're ramp floor walling, basically you cannot get pyramided. Nobody can place a pyramid over your head unless they get extremely lucky timing. So it's a very good strategy. However, you're going to hear me refer to logical progressions in this video a lot, and basically what that means is taking it one step further. So a good player is going to be able to counter that strategy. So we're going to take that one step further, logical progression, and we're going to upgrade that to, now I'm going to place a pyramid. Instead of ramp floor walling, I'm going to place a pyramid here. And basically what that does is, as the other player's coming up, right here, because I have a pyramid here, they literally, see, they can't place their staircase here. See how it's red? So you cannot place a staircase over a pyramid. So basically I'm going to be running like this, and I'm not going to be able to place it. And this other player is going to edit through this pyramid and take high ground like that. Now that is a very good strategy, but a good player will be able to counter that. They can just copycat you and do the same thing as you, and do the same thing and edit through a pyramid just like you. And at that point, it will just be whoever gets luckier and places their staircase over the other one's head. So let's take that one step further and do another logical progression. So the next step to that would be this. Let me show you guys real quick. Alright, I'm going to run that in slow motion in a second, but basically all I'm doing now is I'm putting a pyramid here, right? And this other player is going to be right here. Say they pyramid themselves. Oops, I did not mean to place that there. This other player goes to pyramid themselves, and they go to edit through it. And as they edit through it, they're going to place their staircase, and they can't because your pyramid is still there. You never edited through your pyramid. And now, meanwhile, you've done this strategy and you're off to the side. Now let me explain how to do it really quick. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to do your 90s like this. You're going to place a pyramid here. You're going to place a wall here, connect a wall outwards, and then place a ramp out, and then you can start doing 90s again. It's a very good strategy, but it's a little bit slow. So I'm going to show you a logical progression to that. Let's take that one step further. And the next step further to that would just be jumping out to the side because it's faster. So I place a pyramid, jump out to the side, and now I'm up here. It's faster than doing the ramp or connecting the wall and then going out to the side. Jumping out to the side with the pyramid and doing what I'm about to do are probably equal in terms of effectiveness. So this one's like a little bit more advanced, guys. You're going to have to practice this a lot if you really want to get this down. But this is going to be placing a floor and a pyramid and editing through both. Now if you're on console and you do not have instant editing, you will not be able to do this. You need to bind edit to a button. Now I have an Elite controller. As you can see, it says that edit is my right on the D-pad. So I basically have my right on the D-pad assigned to a paddle on my Elite controller. Makes it very easy to edit. So that's basically it for getting high ground at the beginning. Except I do have one more thing to say actually about that. So back to the high ground at the beginning, or high ground with the pyramid strat. So the reason why this strategy also isn't very good sometimes is because sometimes when you meet up at the top, let's say you're both editing through pyramids, right? And this guy edits through his pyramid, and he does it a little bit faster than you. He can cap you with a floor. And if you get really weird timing and you edit your pyramid as he's placing the floor, your pyramid's going to be edited like this, and his floor is going to be right here. And if he edits this really quick and just one taps you, you know, you're dead. And if you can get really bad timing like that, where you edit your pyramid as the floor places, and then he's able to edit this and just kill you, and you can't re-edit your pyramid because it's on top of his floor. So that's why I don't usually like doing this strategy as much anymore, just editing through my pyramids like this, because of just the simple situation that people can cap you off with floors. And that is why I actually switched to instant editing, and I started practicing editing through a floor and a pyramid like I'm showing you on the screen right now. It's just better, just a lot better. Let's talk about ramping over your head. Now, a lot of people know that they can ramp over their head like so. They can do this, but a lot of the times what happens is you're going to get capped with the floor, and this person's going to edit it, fall down on you, and kill you, and you're going to feel trapped. Now, one simple way to counter this, and a lot of people do not do this, and it is literally one of the best strategies when you're gaining high ground, I promise, is placing your own floors and editing through them as you're going. Because what this does, and I've seen other good players do this to me, so I know it works. I go to place my floor, right? Cap you off, and you placed your floor, but I think it's mine, so I go to edit it, and it turns red, and I can't edit it. But by that time I realize it's not mine. This person is already up here and has high ground on me. So basically, it's a really good way to counter. If you could tell you're fighting a good player in a pub, a scrim, you're in creative, and you know you're fighting a good player, just doing editing through like this is very good. Now here's also another strategy that I guarantee a lot of you guys really never thought about, didn't think of. So if you're in a single ramp and you can't connect anything above your head, all you simply have to do is place a floor, edit through it like this, and then you can start connecting again. And I know that seems so simple, but it is so helpful, and a lot of people don't realize that. If you can't connect anything, there's nothing to connect to. Just do this, and you can connect again, and now you've got protection again. And that is so simple. It's a small thing. I guarantee you a lot of people don't know that or didn't really think of it. Now, one strategy I like doing as well is basically placing a pyramid here and then looking straight up and placing a pyramid above me. Now basically what this does is if this person's running up this ramp, it'll catch them in your pyramid, but that's not even the main thing. If this person's running on top of you, sort of, and he's above like this, he's like up here, and you start placing pyramids like that, that's gonna be, what that's gonna do is he's not gonna be able to build a ramp here, so he's gonna have to, it's gonna be really awkward. He's gonna have to place a wall and then jump up, and sometimes that surprises a lot of people, and they don't really understand what's going on. They're not able to react to it fast enough. Even if you're a good player, sometimes you don't expect those pyramids to be there, and it'll throw you off. And throwing your enemy off just in the slightest bit at this high of a skill level is absolutely huge. If somebody starts capping you off with a roof and a floor like this, both, what you can do to counter that is simply just, when you're editing through, place both. And I actually have been coming up with a strategy for that. So if you go to place both, edit the first one, edit the floor like this, and then edit the pyramid like that, and basically now you can just, since you edited the pyramid like that, you can connect it and keep on ramping up. Now this strategy I want you guys to pay very close attention to, because this is not anything insane, nothing like that, but it's very important. So say you get somebody weak, or they don't even really have to be weak, but I would suggest doing this when someone is weak, because it can be risky. So say somebody's like up there, right, and they're either weak or just they're being, I don't know, they're just overbuilding. One way to just simply counter this is to just try and like get behind them like this and take a quick shot. Now, this is actually a very good strategy because people don't expect you to do this. What people expect you to do is this every time. Ramp over your head. You guys don't have to do that every time. You don't have to automatically go into build, let me get high ground, let me take high ground on this guy. It's not an ego thing, dude. It always doesn't have to be like that. All you have to simply do is say he's up there and you're right here, right? So obviously you're going to want to block his shots, place a floor above you. Then just place a floor and a ramp, come to the side of him and try and pop shots. It's such an effective strategy. I do it all the time now in pubs and in creative mode, playground 1v1s. When someone has high ground above you, you're at a disadvantage, and what they expect you to do is they just expect you to retake the high ground. Nobody expects you to come out to the side and challenge them in a gunfight like this, and it's such a good strategy. Alright guys, now this is going to be securing the kill. The most simple way to stop somebody from ramping up like this would be to simply just place a floor panel over their head, edit it. You can fall down, and if you were in a public match, you could turn around, box them like this, place traps, right? Or you can just simply try and stay up here, don't fall in their box so you don't get trapped, and just outgun them. But that strategy is basically, it's almost useless at this point in Fortnite Season 7, because 9 times out of 10 the person places a pyramid above, and now you can't do anything because it's their pyramid, so you can't edit it. And if it's a good player, they will be able to place that pyramid. So one of the best strategies I've learned to realize to counter them placing a pyramid, and this is probably, I want you guys to pay close attention because this might just be the best strategy in all of Fortnite, is simply dropping down, placing a ramp, connecting it, and now you're right here. They're probably looking up, placing a pyramid. You dropped off to the side, and now you have an easy shot. Now, if you're fighting a really good player and you know that they're probably going to expect that, simply what you can do is place the floor and the pyramid and edit both. And now, they're absolutely screwed because they don't own anything. So they're either going to have to challenge the gunfight, or they're gonna have to immediately like jump out to the side like this and get out of there. And usually, if you're quick enough at editing this floor in the pyramid, you can usually get a shot off before they get out of the way of danger. So those two strategies combined, there's pretty much no way you shouldn't at least get damage on somebody if you're hitting your shots. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like the most detailed video I could do on all of my strategies, on everything I've learned. I'm literally improving every single day, coming up with new strategies. And if you think you can't get better, trust me, you can always get better.